Wholeness family, infinite water flowing through you on point Dexter. This is Tarot or Dex, and I do this from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. So if you think I'm here to play around with you, you should leave now. If you decide to stay, that means you'll allow me in your energy, as is my intent, to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. So let's get started because you know we dominate these time constraints. I feel like yesterday, after doing a rewatch, we didn't do love. We didn't do any love messages. So let's start with that today over the next 24 hours. What is love going to be looking like? Let's see if we can find a good love oracle. Love for. Start out with love for couples. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk the highest path out here from the greatest good. Let me use this other deck over here for singles. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk the highest path out here from the greatest good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. It is so good to see you. I am grateful for you. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with love if you're already in a relationship and you're just wanting to know. This is for until we see each other again. Unworthy. You're a better person than I am. Uh-oh. This is like somebody having like insecurities, questioning their worth, sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometime. There's like somebody childhood traumas that are showing up in like this relationship at this time. They could be self-sabotaging because they're afraid that something might not be stable. That's what I'm tapped into. It's getting too good. You know how when it gets too good, if you grew up in a narcissist family paradigm or if you've ever been traumatized, you know how sometimes it'll get too good and you'll start self-sabotaging. You know what I mean? It's not the other person that you can't trust, it's yourself. That's how this feels. I'm afraid of what other people will think. Gossip energy is out here. I'm a little bit nervous and uneasy about this energy. It just feels like somebody is having issues with their self worth. This is like I've been tapped into this energy kind of earlier this week where it's like you have to, it's two people, two whole people who come together, and that's what makes a complete connection. But if somebody doesn't have their own life or they make this other person, like you make your partner your life, then that can become an impediment in a healthy relationship, right? Because when your partner got to go live life, maybe be at work or be away from their partner, then that partner has to sit with themselves, sit in their thoughts, sit in their emotions, sit in their feelings, deal with their own shit, and they don't have to do it. Be careful of the relationship just being a distraction from what you're supposed to be doing for you, right? Confusion energy is out here. It's not. It's for a time, like it will distract you, and it'll be everything that you need to distract yourself from what you got going on inside of you. But at some point in time, you're gonna be left alone to deal with your thoughts and deal with your emotions. And then what you're gonna do? Blame your partner for the fact that you can't manage your own thoughts and manage your own emotions? Come on, man, unfinished business. There is a lot of shit that you were supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? And beautiful, 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 beautiful. God said, "Okay, I'm gonna give you a partner in life, somebody to help you feel good, so to motivate you." But it was already some shit that you were supposed to be doing. It's somebody that's self sabotaging at this time, that's in a relationship and they self sabotaging because of their work issues. Because you might be with a boss ass individual. Your partner might be a boss. Your partner might be well employed, well educated. It's this type of energy, and here you are feeling unsatisfied in life. Like, well, all I do is this and all I do is that, and it's not. It's nobody's fault. It's just time for you to start taking action. It's not even your fault. You think it's fault to be projected. It's nobody's fault. It's just this like sensation that's coming in your body that's telling you it's time for you to do more. You really being motivated. The card saying soul contract. You really being motivated by this person who you in a connection with. But if you don't know what to do with your thoughts and you don't know what to do with your emotions, and your thoughts and your emotions don't move you to plan goals because you grew up in an environment where that wasn't what was taught when you felt those types of thoughts and emotions, then you'll think something is wrong right now. But it's nothing wrong right now in this relationship. It's your spirit team motivating you. It's time for you to do something. You straight on this end. That's how this feels to me. Oh, in the love department, you straight, you good, everything good. Okay, so remember you wanted to finish that degree? Oh, you said you wanted to start that business. Oh, you wanted to begin to invest in that hobby. You said you wanted to always travel to this place. It's this type of energy. And the more you in a relationship with this person, the more they kind of invoke this desire in you to be better, to do more. That's beautiful shit. That's what I'm tapping into. They helping you to recognize your daily habits and how that's either going to hinder, harm, or help you to make your destiny come true. That's what I'm tapped into. So usually what happens without you being connected to this person is self-sabotage. Shit start going so good that you start to tear it down all by your own hands. Okay? That's not gonna happen this time. You're gonna recognize and realize this internal motivation that you feel to expand your circle of influence and then do it. Third party secrets, holding back, irreplaceable, and space. The space and opportunity that you would normally feel with third party and secrets is the space that you're going to use to create. That's what I'm tapped into. I like it because this person is helping you to realize that you can be doing better, that you can be utilizing your time more wisely. But if you don't disagreements at the bottom of the deck, if you don't see it as that, if it only like swells up your insecurities, then it can negatively affect the sanctity of the relationship. That's what it feels like. You ever been in a relationship with somebody, and you don't care that you don't when they come around, you don't care to put your makeup on, or you don't care to spray your cologne on, you don't care to keep your waves brushed, or none of that shit like that. But then another person, you might date that person, and every time they come around, you make sure the house clean, you take a bath, you smell good. They bring a better person, better, a more efficient and effective, and a person who shows up. That person brings a different version of you out, right? Right? Like it's like this person is bringing a different version of you out, but rather than realizing and recognizing what your internal monologue is trying to tell you, you're reluctant to it. That's how this feels to me. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps me say we was doing love, right? Love, 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 love. Now that we got love, 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 love. I don't love these niggas. I dust off these niggas. Okay. Every for the opportunity to share the gift. I was up. I'm saying something else. Y'all, we finna do a message for the singles. Y'all double tap that screen and share the live. If you haven't already, leave me a like. Share this with somebody who you know might like this type of shit. And subscribe if you haven't already, okay? When we're recording this is Friday. Friday. All my messages are timeless, so whenever you see this, you may find something in here that resonates with you. But we happen to be recording this on a Friday, so we got a little break over the weekend. Happy Friday for the people who here in the place to be. Singles, single freedom, motherfucking mingle. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. I don't know. I'm gonna put some more cards. Passion, kisses. You know what? Like this feels like something that's expensive. This feels like it's gonna keep costing you. And whatever this is costing you, it's gonna keep costing you and keep costing you until you telling people come get their shit. Or you go broke. That's what this feels like. Kisses, passion with keys on the ring. So this is like devotion, right? To something that's for everybody. You can have an old lady, but them hoes, they for everybody. That's how this feels to me. It feels like devotion. This card says unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. This card says insane chemistry. But this motherfucker say you just the option. Bro, it could be, and it's like this repetitive. Um, they broke my phone. Okay, then they broke this. Okay, then they disappointed you here. They didn't show up for you there. It's this constant, repetitive like cycle of either cost, like actually they fucking up your shit, so you having to replace shit, or the cost of your time, the cost of your emotion, the cost of your mind being right. You know what I'm saying? Peace is priceless around this motherfucker, and you steady taking this motherfucking chance. And every time it's like going to the fucking casino under the guise of it's fun. That's what this feels like, my singles. It's like going to the casino under the guise of it's fun. Baby, if you don't know how to play poker or blackjack and you don't really know how to get that motherfucking money up, then you could be costing something. If it's not running up, it's costing something. That's how this feels. Camera energy is out here. And it feels like a lot of giving somebody credit for what they used to do. Giving somebody credit for what they used to be. Giving somebody credit today for a deposit that they made 15 years ago. You giving somebody credit today for some shit they did when y'all was in middle school. Some shit they did when y'all been knowing each other for fucking years and y'all ain't even together. You don't even know what the fuck to call it. So if it's not adding to you, it ain't no middle ground. It's costing you something. That's what's on this board. Hello, let's talk, baby. That's what TT here for. If it ain't adding to you, it is costing you something. That's what I'm tapped into. It's time to move on. Look what this card say. Surprisingly enough, not even surprisingly enough, because this card came out in one way or another. This little happy single phrase, this phrase with all of these different images of somebody who's enjoying their life, perfectly enjoying the increase and the prosperity and the promotion of their life, happy single. That's what this feels like, bro. I feel like this feel like motherfucker Cardi B and Offset. Bitch, every time this motherfucker said it costing you something. Costing your reputation, pushing the release date back. They said it costing you your like you know what I'm saying. You don't feel like a woman, or you feeling embarrassed. It's just embarrassing ass motherfucker to be with. I don't like it. Destructive, and you can put this down. It's like the more you engage with it, the more it costs you. It's not getting any cheaper. The tab is running up. The more you engage with this individual, the more it costs you. This type of person that y'all go out on your birthday and they expect you to pay their way. Oh, I didn't have no money. I thought you was going, bitch, it's my birthday. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Why are you even here if you don't have no money? It's my birthday. I want to go out, have a good time. If you know you ain't got no money, you know you can't contribute. Why would you even come? Is this type of motherfucker now? Outdated thinking, and I'm telling you, instead of giving somebody credit for the fucking shit they used to be and the things they used to do today. That's like you making a deposit at my store of $200. And let's say you make a deposit at my store of $200, and so you can go in the store and get whatever you want to. It was 1979. You made a deposit of $200 at the store. You filled your house up with furniture. In 1979, now it's all the way 2025, and I'm still giving you credit for that $200 from 1979. That's what's on this fucking board. It don't even make no motherfucking sense. Talking energy is out here with girl talk. And you can't say you ain't know. You can't say nobody didn't tell you. You can't say you didn't heard of it because you're hearing it. We in a group chat. We on the FaceTime. Everybody tell you. It's obvious. You don't even need nobody to tell you. This motherfucker costing you and costing you and costing you and costing you and costing you. And they said it running up the tab. That's what I'm tapped into. The chaser. Oh my Lord. My Lordy, look who's turning 40. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps out. Doesn't tap that screen and shine a light so we can share this love. If it ain't adding, let me tell you something. Singles. If it ain't adding to you, it's taken from you, and it ain't no middle ground. It ain't no middle ground. And we like to make space for things that we appreciate. Oh, it's cute. Oh, it's funny. Oh, it's charming. It's taken from you. It's draining you. It's depleting you. That could have went to your kids. That could have went to your future self. That could have went to your job, to your career, to the business that you want to start. They sucking that shit dry. Say, why I don't feel like doing this? Or why I don't feel like doing this? Why I can't never seem to catch up? You think it's just material things, or you think it's just like time. Oh, it's just a couple hours. Nah, that shit draining you of your life force energy. So when you don't feel like going online to do what you need to do for your LLC, and you don't feel like spending the time with your children to make sure they homeschooling is up to date, and when you don't feel like doing your housework or putting your makeup on or whatever the fuck it is, that's that motherfucker. That's what it's costing you. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift? I wish somebody would have told me. Ain't nobody tell me. My mama was on crack. In my family, they boule. They want to drain a nigga energy. They want to try to siphon your energy before they help you get it together. They were ready to sacrifice a nigga. So I had to figure it all out. I wish somebody would have told me. Don't let it take too fucking long for it to sink in. That shit costing you. Shit is costing you something you can't get back. It's either gonna break you, either you gonna go broke. Oh, I feel like it ain't no other option. Depleting you of everything that you ever tried to accumulate. Literally. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something to help. What did it say? Girl, I'm blind. What is that? Over the next 24 hours, angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for our greatest good. What is the most important message? What does the collective need to know most to walk their highest path for the greatest good? I love you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate you. What is the most important message? Fuck this shit o'clock and getting it out the mud. I like the energy because it feels like somebody is realizing and recognizing that they have the capacity to manifest something. But it just feels like it's demon time because it feels like it's demon time because for so long, right? A clock right there, right? You had been, I don't know, it feels like expectations. Lowered expectations. It feels like expectations. It feels like maybe this person will help me. Maybe that person will help me. I can go to this government agency and receive help. Like looking for a hero or some shit like that. And now you realize and recognize the systems and structures and how they're orchestrated and operated. You kind of get it now. I've been telling that all week, and now you finna get it out the mud. I don't know. For a lot of you, very, very powerful, very strong individuals, I don't know. It just feels like you was waiting on somebody to recognize your strength and that there was going to be this kismet link and then woof, right? You're not waiting no more. That's how this feels. I also want to encourage you that like there's this underlying energy of like if I have to do it all by myself, then I'm going to keep it all for myself. And I feel like that's not coming from a divine space. I feel like there are a lot of your own personal responsibilities that you must develop within yourself so that another person who's healthy and whole and complete can even identify you. Because even though you have capacity, it's nobody that's going to give you credit for your potential. That's what I'm tapped into. And I feel like I don't want this to make you angry. Does that make sense? The idea that you have to do it by yourself. That's how this feels to me. It feels like, oh, I gotta do it by myself, so now I'm mad. You demon time, right? I gotta do this by myself, so now it's fuck everybody. Huh? I gotta do this by myself, so now my attitude towards the world is going to be more selfish, adjusted in a way that's more hyper independent, toxic independence, right? Not the type of independence that we all like to embody, but a type of toxicity, like a resentful independence. That's what this feels like. The world is your oyster. And your ancestors are opening up doors for you that are leading you to power. But don't let it, the fact that there are some things that you're about to do by yourself, don't let it turn you into a demon because you're never really doing anything by yourself, darling. Your ancestors are always with you. That's what I'm tapped into. Hell yeah. So you're not by yourself and you're not alone. And we don't die, we multiply. A lot of times we come back in the vessels of our descendants, generations and generations later. So what you're doing today is setting you up for your future self. So you're not doing it by yourself. You got you. And that's what this looks like to me. Don't let it change your heart. When you begin to make this decision and like implement this determination, a lot of things are going to change in your life for the better. You'll see the results way more swiftly than you were seeing them waiting on somebody to join in forces with you. Yes, but I also feel like there's this toxic spirit that's coming attached to this success, and you got to control that. You got to say, I'm not going to thank you. You're going to have to say, I'm not going to let this, like, you finally gain access to your gifts and then the enemy gets a hold to it and taints it. No, you're still supposed to be that divine individual that you was, and you that way because you know that it was God that's doing these things for you. That gave you the motivation and the strength to move through. It was never the enemy. That's what I'm tapped into. You get him fucking coming. That man walked all the way. When I tell you that man walked past 16 feet of grass, he ain't touching none of that grass down there. He came right there and started cutting grass. Believe that. Let me pull one more card. A lot of people not like oblivious to the structures of like the systems that have been set up. A lot of people are no longer oblivious to them, and you know about the gang stalking, and you know about the gate program and how this is a lab. This whole entire Garden of Eden, ever since biblical days, is a lab where these entities and these energies that come from different planets with bigger technology study human beings and life on this planet to subjugate. Don't let these people change you. You're gonna have to do some shit by yourself. The most beautiful aspect of this is that you're about to discover that you can do it by yourself. Don't let the idea of you doing it by yourself make you resentful to the people who didn't do it with you. That's how this feels. Ever grateful for the opportunity. They always want to get all serious and heavy and shit. It's Friday. We trying to go to no. The fuck? Girl. They trying to get all fucking serious. Oh. How like it. Make me feel all tingly. Oh, wait. Let's laugh. I don't like it, but they got serious for a second. A lot of y'all starting to really be pay attention to the systems and the structures that have been at play for. This is a network that been in play for hundreds of years. We was born onto a chessboard, and when you not going through it, it's easy for you to dismiss another person's experience. But when you start going through it, or when you start seeing it for yourself, you get to a certain point where you can really see it, you experience it. You say, "Well, damn, that shit real as a yeah. You were supposed to fit into a box. And if you didn't fit into a box, you got othered. And they were supposed to get into the minds of the majority that if it was other, it was wrong, no matter what that other is. But then what they found out was that there were more others than there were people who could fit into their ugly ass boxes. That's what happened. Now the system is imploding upon itself. And it's so beautiful to watch. You were supposed to be othered. And once you got othered, well, then all of the masses, right? The majority was supposed to say, you know, get rid of the others, right? But everybody's an other in one way or another. So now the system that was structured to make people fit into boxes has more others than people who could fit into the boxes, and it's about to implode upon itself. It's beautiful to watch. It is so beautiful to watch. Y'all want to do some more messages? Checkmate. Hey, Shantae. Shantae's got me. Shantae. Checkmate. And we ain't even look chess, not checkers. It was nature. Nature is a beast and the most intelligent force that mankind has ever known. Won't study it. Man, well, some people study nature, but for the most part, we don't. We ignore nature. Bro, nature is so intelligent. Nature always finds a way. Nature said, "Oh, kind of like Laban when he took the speckled calf instead of the black or the white calf. He said, 'Give me all the speckled ones.' Kind of like that. And then he ended up having more than the person who he got his cows from in the beginning. That's how God works. That's how God works. Shantae's got a man at home. I gotta listen to that. Usually, what happens is a song will keep playing in my head, and I only know like a certain part of it. A hot track is what I call it. And then when I go and listen to the song, I know why God kept making me sing it. Girl, I'm so singing this nice guy. Shantae's got a man at home, and he's so good to her. I'm sorry that your man ain't home. Damn. I'm sorry that he left you alone. Sir, you cannot be louder than me. I'm sorry. I could be standing right over there next to you and I still could talk louder than that thing could blow. It's ridiculous. Let me show you right quick. He turned around and look. He could probably hear me. Girl, the man turned around and looked like that. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for my divine collective? What do you need to know most to walk the highest path for the greatest good at this time? Ooh, see, because they can't stop nothing. The weak ass magicians, weak ass fucking sorcerers, weak ass magic. Oh, weak ass magic. They got, hey, bro, come on. Opposition energy is out here is motherfucking. That shit just ain't hitting you. Maybe maybe it ain't weak, but it's fucking their ass up. That's like The opposition is being dismantled by their own doings. That's what this feels like. If you sending out magic and you feel like at this time your life is in shambles, bitch, stop sending out magic. Hello, I ain't rocket science, bitch. If you sending out magic at this time, and all of a sudden your money getting fucked up, or all of a sudden your shit going on in your house that don't normally go on in your house, and all of a sudden, bitch, stop. Stop doing fucking magic, motherfucker. Cleanse, reset, align, read, be obedient, fast. Shit, cause that shit could be your shit coming right back to you. Plummeting your ass, just knocking your ass all between the washing machine and the dryer. Girl, somebody is getting fucked up. And I'm telling you, you ain't doing nothing. When I tell you the divine ones are doing what the divine ones do, washing their dishes. You know, this person look like they doing a chemistry. I don't know, they at the lab. What are you doing? Teaching the kids how to use magnifying glass to start fires? I don't know, but they happy. They at peace. They making it do what it do. This person is over here being pummeled, girl. Because I don't know who answers to that is talking about some being pummeled. But this person is being pummeled by their own fucking doing. High priestess energy is out here with the 10th angel and the 6 of swords. And it's like karate. Karate. You know how in karate they teach you defense? They teach you that all you got to do is defend yourself from somebody who attacking you, and you can use their momentum against them. That's what this is. Baby, all you doing is just protecting what your interests are or doing what God is telling you to do. And because you doing that, these people momentum is working against them. This is what I'm tapped into. 4 of Pentacles energy, stability, security, and all of this motherfucking. I guess I want to call it weak ass magic, but it's just you blocked. It's blocked. So the shit going right back to them and it's fucking their ass up. I would say it was some weak ass magic, but maybe the magic ain't necessarily weak. You just ain't feeling it. It's fucking ass. Huh? Debo ass coming up in tuck your shit. You know what I'm saying? 4 of Pentacles energy is out here with false person. You are protected from this false person. You can see them when they come in. This is somebody who thinks that you don't see them. They think that you don't know they have negative intentions, or they think that you don't know that they don't really fuck with you or whatever it is like that. This is somebody, I'm going to tell you how you're going to know this person. Your competition, for them, it felt like because you didn't see them as competition, that you were a threat. This is that person who you didn't see as competition. Maybe who you wanted to be a comrade to or whatever it is like that. But in their mind, the fact that you didn't see them as competition made you a threat. And that's who the fuck this is. And they're getting pummeled. They're getting their head and their ass knocked between the washing machine and the dryer along with their wallet. Yes, they are. That's what I'm tapped into. The 7 of Cups energy is out here, and they're going through a little bit of confusion. They might even be wondering where it's coming from. Perhaps you one of these cups that they considering the source of it, but I just feel like it's their own fucking magic that's coming back. If you doing magic, 3 of Wands energy is out here with the community. They don't really know where it's coming from because they do so much fuck shit on a regular basis. They can't really identify the culprit because the culprit is them. You heard what I said? They do so much fuck shit on a regular basis that they can't identify the culprit because it's them. The magic that they sending out coming right back to their motherfucking ass. And like I said, it's depleting their energy and their resources. Energies out here. I wanted to call it weak ass magic, but apparently the magic got hands. It just ain't hitting who. It just ain't got no aim. Apparently the magic got hands. You heard that bitch ain't got no aim though. Them motherfuckers knocking themselves out. This is goddamn it on shit. And so you sending them spirits. You ain't did shit. You trying to figure out how to work the new application you downloaded so you can upload some content. You ain't did them shit. You study it. You trying to understand complex topics. They beating themselves up out here bobbing and weaving, baby. Shantae, you want it? Struggling, stress with the SQ, the QS, crest, struggling. Weak ass magic. And just like the people with them motherfucking weed eaters and them big leaf blowers thought they were gonna be louder than me. Sir, I can't even hear that good. How you gonna be louder than somebody who can't hear that good? You can't be louder than me. I can't hear that good. What we doing? We want to look into finances. I be trying to keep y'all. I don't be trying to keep y'all all morning, but sometimes it takes me too long. Angels, archangels, ancestors, Christ. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. We should see as well. The highest path for me for the greatest good. Joe Lobby, welcome. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Huh? In his hands. Okay, what is this? Girl, first of all, I don't know what this word is right here. SISYPHUS. But first of all, I don't like the way it feels or like what it feel like it reminds me of. Like, I don't like that. It says Sisyphus. Does it say Sisyphus? Either way it go, it got something to do with like start constantly starting over. They're using the example of rolling a ball up the hill and then it coming back down, or almost getting it up to a certain point and then it rolling back down. Right? Escape energy is out here with flexibility. You gotta be like water, my friend. When I first heard, I want to say this is 5-4 and this is 9. So we got is it 9? Oh, it's 6. Well, 6-9. So we got a 9-9 angel number. This is also a 5. In any case, so 5-4-5-9-9 angel number. There is a cycle, a time loop that you're stuck in, and it's because of some type of rigidness, and it's going to require flexibility in order for you to like maneuver, right? Like it's you gonna have to gain perspective. Like what you've been doing ain't working. So you gotta try something different. And this is one of those things where the answer seems like it would be the least likely to work. Does that make sense? They showing me cars. They showing me cars when Lightning McQueen learned how to drift, and and the um and the old man told him sometimes you gotta go slow to go fast. Remember that on cars? Y'all might not remember that because Lord have mercy. But dude on cars was like sometimes you gotta go slow to go fast, or sometimes you gotta turn right to go left, or whatever. It's something like that, and that's what this is. You are being so rigid and so strict and so disciplined in something, and it's going to be that rest, or it's going to be that flexibility. It's going to be being like water, in the most powerful ways that's going to allow this thing to come through. It's like the opposite thing that you think will be the answer is going to be the best answer in the thing. Happy endings. This card says feel skeptical of happy endings. Like I said, it's just because the way that you're going to solve this problem doesn't seem like the logical way to solve this problem, but that's going to be your most powerful path. And like up in the cards are indicating some type of release, some type of relax, some type of relenting, some type of like, okay, you got it, then cool. And then all of a sudden you get what you want. And all of a sudden, like if you've been stressing to do something, then all of a sudden you just rest. You say, you know what, let me just take a nap. You can't figure out the answer to this problem. You've been looking at it and looking at it and looking at it for whatever you can't solve it. You take a nap, you wake up, you get the answer the first try. It's this type of energy, right? The path that you're pursuing in order to allow something to manifest in your life is not the most powerful path. You could find yourself in a time loop at this time. There's a way to achieve what you desire, but it could seem like you got to go right to go left. That's what this feels like. Heavy on a gamble. Heavy on it feels like going in the opposite direction. Heavy on how is running away going to make this person act the way I want them to act. How is surrendering to this person's control issues going? You get to let them see who they are. You get to let them understand their own role that they're playing in some things, some grand scheme of things. But as long as you're so disciplined and so forceful and so rigid on something, the only thing that happens is break. That's what I feel like. Like a palm tree in a hurricane. Why doesn't a big tall ass palm tree? Why don't they fall? It's because they so bendy. That's what I'm tapped into. Secret weapon. And so if you're gonna manifest and materialize the things that you want to at this time, it's gonna be because you're bendy. And if you are having issues manifesting and materializing the things that you desire at this time, it's because you're so rigid. This is what I'm tapped into. Surprise, surprise, a gift. Be careful of people offering you things that got attachments to them. That's been coming up all week. It's something that come with that. Understand? Sometimes you got to go right to go left. Sometimes you got to let go in order to hold on to things. 444 angel number. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that works. I feel like we should start on the elements. Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, right? Let's go Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Your time is a very precious resource, something that you don't easily get back. So every moment that we shine with one another, I want you to know that I appreciate you. And I hope I'm saying something that helps. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is the most important message? Until we meet again, what do they need to know most? King of Wands energy is out here. It says, Asmodeus, Asclepius, Asmodeus makes men fly into passionate rage. It's going to be people trying to trigger you. And that's until we meet again, right? Trying to get a reaction out of you, depleting your energy, wanting to be able to wanting to be able to matter enough to you that there's what they say or what they do can deplete your energy or take root in your mind. Be aware. Until we meet again, what's the most important message for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo? Waste the beauty of virgins, and that's how this feels. I don't know how to flip this camera around so that it mirrors it, but I will learn. But at the end of the day, there's a part that says waste the beauty of virgins right here, and I feel like this person is wasting your time, depleting your energy. It's sorcery at its highest because it's the type of prison that you don't even realize you in until it's too late. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message? What is the most important message for Ace of Swords energies out here with the King of Wands? So if you are self-aware, until we meet again, if you are self-aware, then when this person, they going to show their hand. There's going to be one or two reactions that's going to happen across the collective. Some people gonna flip. They're gonna be triggered by what somebody says or what somebody exposes. Somebody else gonna realize that this person has just exposed their hand. King of Wands energy is out with the King of Pentacles that they showed you something inadvertently, vicariously, not even trying to by doing something they told you something that they probably was trying to keep secret, and that information is invaluable. And if you utilize that information, you're gonna be able to have the most. It's gonna be the most powerful path forward. The Moon card energy is out here. Beelzebub makes manifest the apparitions of demons, sets demons upon men to destroy them with vices. You might see flies or whatever it is like that, and that's what this is. It's the energy of they're gonna show you their hand. They're gonna show you their real intentions by what they did or what they didn't do in their mind or in their behavior. They don't feel like what they did or said it reveals anything. But because you're self-aware and you're paying attention and you understand a person's true intent, you're gonna be able to pick up on something. Until we meet again, the Five of Cups energy is out here. I think the biggest thing that people do is that when a person reveals their hand, then they reveal they like if they reveal their hand to you, you reveal your hand to them. That's the worst thing you can do. You got to be controlled enough and composed enough to be able to hold this information and then meditate on the information so you can know the most powerful path forward. You can't let them know you know what the fuck going on. Justice card energy is out here. Not in the beginning, not until you have collected enough evidence in order to be able to have this person spiritually served, spiritually indicted in regards to what they try to charge you up with. Tells how angels fell, reveals the past, present, and future, teaches of liberal science. The Justice card energy is out here. See, what's happening is the beautiful thing is God finna show you their hand. God finna let them inadvertently show you their hand. The last thing you need to do is show yours. You ain't even gotta act like you know. You could just like they gonna continue like everything hunky dory. You continue like everything hunky dory. But now you got this information and you got the upper hand. That's what I'm tapping into. The Eight of Pentacles energies out here. Then you can put in that motherfucking work, right? And it's justified. Justice card, Eight of Pentacles. People don't know about jurisdiction in regards to spirituality. Just like they got jurisdiction for police officer or jurisdiction for a judge, people can come to your shit, and you got the legal right and jurisdiction spiritually to do certain things. If you go in that shit, well then they get them legal right and jurisdiction. But if they come in yours, it's like somebody coming in your head, crossing your threshold or your door. You now you fucked up, right? Because I'm feeling la da 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 la da da. As long as you out there talking shit, I gotta close my door and I gotta call the police or whatever I'm gonna do. But if you decide you want to cross this threshold, and I can let them bitches loose, and I ain't even got to worry about the self-defense automatically. This type of energy that's on this board, right? Let them reveal that hand. Your spirit team is saying, let them fucking come to you. That's what this looks like, the devil card. Me and the devil, blum, blum, walking side by side. You gotta be smart. The General consensus of evil entities and energies is that you're not going to be thinking like they thinking. So the way that they will handle and respond, they not gonna think that you would handle a situation like that. They gonna think that if anything was ever revealed to you, you would immediately reveal your shock, dismay. You would clutch your pearls and you would announce things. Oh, I can't believe you're trying to, and then they can do their criminal thing and manipulate your mind again. But if you use this information and you utilize the information, then how could they ever play mind games? You just going off observation, and observation is pure truth. It says, makes one worse off than before, tricks mortals into being bound, and accepts child sacrifice. The Molochs, the devil. This is what I'm tapped into, bro. Uh, I feel like somebody is trying to trigger you. And in the what they do or what they don't do or what they say and what they don't say, it's like if you tell somebody, I'm really scared of spiders. And then in what they so called is a prank. They go and get a spider or something and got a camera because they want to record you reacting to spiders, right? But let's say you're not really scared of spiders. Maybe you like spiders. So when they take the spider out and it's supposed to freak you out, you react completely in power. Not only not only do you now realize that this person wants to trigger you in some way, shape, or form, they don't have no weakness about you. They don't have no, you have the upper hand. It's all in how you react and respond and what you reveal. This is what I'm tapped into. The letter R showing up significantly, Nine of Swords. It's all in how you react and respond and what you reveal. This card says, destroys and burns all enemies when requested, speaks of the creation of the world, tells of past and future. So when you realize what is a person is telling you by what they do, how you react and respond to it, what you reveal is going to be, it's going to make the difference in whether you have a powerful path forward or not. This is what I'm tapped into. Ten of Swords energies, or if you give them the upper hand. I feel like making announcements and confrontations is only going to give this devil energy another opportunity to talk you into some type of mind programming. It says builds houses and high towers, destroys enemies' thoughts and desires, and all they have built, gives good familiars. So if you could say, "Oh, I think you're trying to play me. I think you're trying to play mind games with me," they're gonna say, "Oh no." And then you say, "Oh, okay," because it's this type of energy. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. That was for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Maybe only trying to trigger you. Maybe even trying to find out what you want, what you know. I tell you one thing. If you ever wanted to know if you're dealing with a spirit or not, especially a low vibrational spirit, just laugh. No matter how serious the topic is, no matter how serious the topic is, or what they're talking about, or how serious they come to you, you want to know if you're dealing with a spirit, laugh and see how they react. If they laugh too and like look a little confused, they might just be trying to really help. But if they get mad, what the fuck you laughing at? If they laugh too and get a little confused, like, nigga, are you okay? Because I think you're crazy. Then they cool. I'm trying to talk to you about this serious shit. You laughing. Then they might be okay. But if they get, I'm talking about mad, it might be a spirit you're dealing with. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to play all day, and is, because I'm gonna be able to tell who's who immediately, immediately. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and you see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What's the most important message for Libra, Aquarius, Gemini? What do my Libra, Aquarius, Gemini need to know most to walk the highest path out here for the greatest good? Ace of Pentacles energy is out here. This is the angel card. It says divine blessings, drives away evil spirit, rules agricultural production. I had struggled with my little word down here, girl. You get the word right. I had struggled with it like that. I'm sorry. Ace of Pentacles energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Opportunities for expansion and abundance is what this feels like. King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, and I just feel like you're gonna get the opportunity to see what a person would rather do. She said every time. Shut up. Every time. It's okay. We gon' hang in there with you. Every time. Shut up. The King of Wands energy is in reverse. You're gonna have an opportunity until we meet again, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, to see what a person would rather do. It says eloquence gives answers to those in doubts. King of Wands energy is in reverse. Instead of always being the person to be proactive or being the one to take the initiative and being the one to like take lead and take charge, you're gonna have to sit back in this one. The opportunity for expansion and growth in the ways that you need opportunities for expansion and growth the most is you sitting your ass down and see what another person gonna do. See if they just gonna let that paper sit there on that floor. See how long they'll let that paper sit there on that floor. See how long they'll let them dishes pile up in that zinc. See how ratchet around and rinse it off. See how long they'll let them dishes pile up in that zinc. See how long we they go in there and wash a fucking spoon or load a fucking dishwasher. You just finna see what somebody would rather do. That's what I'm tapped into. The chariot card energy is out here. It's gonna be pivotal in the trajectory that you set in for yourself moving forward. So of discord and slayer of men, you gonna really see if they text first. See if they reach out to say, hey, I ain't talked to you all day today. We good? See if they say, hey, what's up, stranger? You acting funny, just like you would say if you go a few hours without talking to them. Is this type of energy? Over then until we meet again, you're gonna be like, bro, what would this person rather do? Is this what they would prefer to do? Like, is what you think that they would prefer to do? Is that what they prefer to do, or would they rather do something different? They only do it because you show up as a reminder, as an alarm clock. Oh, it's time to take your meds. That's how it feels. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Three of Pentacles energy answers questions about the past, present, and future. Gives dignities, grants the favor of friends and foe, faithful servant. Three of Pentacles energy is out here. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. It's about whether or not you can create stability with somebody. Whether or not a threefold cord, or do you just got two motherfuckers standing next to you and you doing everything by yourself? Is it a threefold cord? Is it a triangle? Triangle is the strongest structure in geometry, right? Impenetrable. Girl, I don't know. Technical difficulties. Did I flash out? Pentacles energy is out here is if they're gonna be adding something to you or if they're gonna be taking something. Five of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles, that's Eight Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles is not Pentacles on this board. Nine of Pentacles is Temperance, is independent, self-assured, confident, is doing shit by yourself. It's getting it done, but it's doing it by yourself. Temperance angel. Listen, it's like you're looking for the Avengers, right? And I get it because there was this time in your life, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, where you had to go. Maybe you were hoping that you would find support systems, and support systems never showed up. So then you did what you had to do for you, and now you use it's like a hyper type of independence to where you overly do it. You overly do it not only for yourself but for other people and for people who are more than capable of doing it for themselves. And that's not necessarily a bad thing if those people reciprocate that energy because it's going to equal progress and you'll move faster. But if you're the only one doing more than enough, then it's going to deplete you and you're not going to have enough to do what you need to do for you. So that's what you're about to see until we meet again. What would they rather do? Are they adding value? Do they want to give to you? Do they want to add to you? Or do they just see your hyper independence and want to benefit from that? That's what I'm tapped into. The Nine of Swords energy is in reverse. Intellectual riches protects fertility of women, makes children respectful toward their parents. I feel like you've been a icon in this person's life. Like this person wants to copy you, maybe even wants to emulate and or embody you, maybe in a toxic way, and that could be confused as friendship, or that could be confused as connection. But I really feel like over the next until we meet again, you're about to see what this person would rather do. That's what this feels like. Eight of Cups energy is out here, and you're gonna make the decision to go toward what brings you the most fulfillment. I feel like you recognize your water. I feel like you recognize your worth. So I'm sorry, I said that because he got this water pot and he pouring it, but ain't nothing coming out of it, right? I feel like you recognizing your worth and you recognizing that if you walk to the well, see, we don't have to walk to the well to get water anymore. So if we, as people, if we still had to walk to the well to get water, it would mean something if a person came in your house and sat down and sat there for hours and only drank your water and never ever said, "Let me go to the well with you to refill your pot." And that's what this is. You starting to see the people who gonna go to the well with you and refill your pot versus the people who only want to come and drink up your water because they don't have it within themselves to go fill up their own. That's what this feels like. You gonna see. And then until we meet again, what this person would rather do. Justice card energy is out here. Tell how the angels fell, reveals the past, present, and future, teaches liberal science. Justice card energy is out here with judgment. Justice and judgment. Say shit. Is it reciprocal? Is it anking? Is it a threefold cord that's more effective than me working by myself, or do it look like a threefold cord, but I'm sitting up here doing everything? That's what this is. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share to give? Do it look like? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share to give? Always up on saying something to help. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat, beautiful. I appreciate the generosity. Appreciate the love and support. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. The way that you're gonna do it is not gonna be by confronting nobody. The way that you do it is not gonna be by having a come to Jesus meeting. The way that you're gonna do it is you're gonna sit back and you're gonna see what a person would rather do. If you don't get up in the morning and make that morning coffee, will y'all have coffee that day? If you don't get up in the morning and make that morning breakfast, will you eat that morning? You know what I'm saying? The things that you feel so inclined to and ready to do, if you don't do them, will they do it for you? That's what you're seeing. That's my skin or something. That's what you're gonna be seeing over the next 20 until we meet again, girl. My muscles strong right there. My muscles strong right there. You can see that. Lord have mercy. Lord have his mercy. Y'all can see this lighter? I'm trying to keep it out of the screen. Y'all got some good ass cameras. Shit. I am not a dangerous person. What turn it is? We did Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We did Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We might do Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Let's see. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. An old video you posted. Okay. Nephew showed us when he lit the candle. that's who dangerous. That's the one you gotta watch out for. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and what you see is walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message? What is the most important message for my divine collective? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Why y'all ain't take over? He set some shit on fire around this motherfucker. I'm sure he's gonna be asking for some donations. So don't even worry about it. he set some shit on fire. Right? I'm gonna give it around there and get the asking for donations. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and he covered. We're gonna go ahead and get a GoFundMe started the same day. Y'all let them children do whatever they want. I'm about to send them over there by you. I'm finna do some auntie interviews. And Apollo, this your new auntie. Huh? Mm-hmm. I'm finna drop you off over there. You wanna go? They're gonna be quick. Just, they don't make no sense. Yeah, I wanna go. It's gonna be fun. Like, bro, you don't know the people. Drop their ass off. Fuck it. No. I'm just playing. I wouldn't do it. I don't like school. I don't like taking them to the motherfucking state ordained people. You know I ain't gonna drop them off to no randos. She's like, we would have fun. Jalab, y'all, you can come over here. You can come over here. And y'all can hang out. I'm traumatized. Can I at least be honest about my trauma? I'm traumatized. They can't go nowhere. They need to be at least 15. They need to be at least 15. so they can, swing or something. Ten of Swords energy is out here. Who is this? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The card says revelation, protects from sadness, gives revelations and dreams. I like the energy. I don't like the energy. It's salty, but it's good though. I like that the truth is coming out, and that if you accept and appreciate the truth for being like divine, then you can, you know, go on. You can suck it up on some shit, right? Like, and I what you is not comfortable. It doesn't feel like a comfortable truth, but it does feel like okay, like like getting disappointing news, like you didn't get the job or didn't get accepted to the university or whatever it is like that. Okay, now I can apply to community college or whatever it is like that, and that's how it feels to me. Two ones, right? Like, yeah, that's how it feels to me. Like the revelation of truth. That feels like now you can really decide how you can manifest them until you're no longer in this limbo. Like, especially until we meet again, there is this energy of you no longer being in limbo, the answer coming through, like it being in your face, undeniable. We try to deny shit. We try to beat around the bush with shit. We try to give somebody an excuse. Oh, you were at your mom's house. Oh, you didn't answer the phone because you were busy with work, right? You will answer the question for them, yeah, and they just, yeah, that's what it was, right? It's like the truth is gonna be revealed, and you ain't gonna be able to say, oh, so you were just at your mom's house. You're gonna be like, oh, so you was with this bitch. Oh, so you've been lying to me, right? Like just like you would normally say, oh, you were at your mom's house, or you would give an excuse, right? You ain't gonna be able to in this instance, and it's uncomfortable, but it's also like release. It sets you free. That's what this feels like for me. Give me some more energy. The Ace of Cups is beautiful. Ace of Cups. I thought Ace of Swords energy, but Ace of Cups is just as beautiful because pressed down, shaking together, and running over. Almost like they saying more than enough evidence, right? Like this ain't your first rodeo. This ain't your first time being in this situation. You just ain't gonna be able to get this person no more excuses out of their behaviors. That's what this feels like. Like at this point, you gotta call a leopard a leopard. Bitch, you gotta call a jaguar a jaguar. You gotta call a panther a panther. This motherfucker got spots. You can see that shit. That's what I'm tapping into. A lot of spots. So a lot of dots, 1,000 fucking eyes. They can't change their stripes and they can't change their spots. That's what this is. I like it, but I ain't gonna 11 make a wish, right? You get what I'm saying? 11 make a wish plus this 4 wands and 2 wands. That means 6 wands. That's a victory. So yeah. Now I can make a move. You get what I'm saying? Now I can do what I need to do. Yeah. Now I can feel confident doing what I need to do. Not feel like I'm a lame ass loser, disloyal motherfucker. Because this is a lame ass loser, disloyal motherfucker, right? And that's what it be sometimes. But now you can make the necessary moves confidently, knowing that you're not being a lame ass loser, disloyal motherfucker. You doing what's logical. The letter L showing up significantly. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. This is what I'm tapping into. Hey, the Pentacles energies out here, 6 of Wands. Now I can make my moves. You can make your moves the way you need to make your moves. And then if somebody say to you, well, what happened to such and such? And where's this and that? You can say, shit, you can give them the rundown. Can you believe this motherfucker? Right? It's this type of energy. He was fucking that bitch. It's this type of energy. That's what I'm tapped into. 3 of Cups energies in reverse. Fame and renown, influence and commerce, voyages and great discoveries. It's gonna be a great discovery until we meet again. And I feel like this great discovery is gonna set you free. It doesn't. It's like notorious, right? Because fame and fortune, but in reverse, right? So notorious, right? Like you might remember this person, they might have some type of influence, but it's not necessarily positive. You will for always and forever look at them in a certain type of way. 8 of Wands energy is out here with the 8 of Pentacles, but it also is like freeing. It gives you the permission, or not that you needed permission. It gives you this. That's what it feels like it is, though. Not like you needed permission, but it feels like it's permission because if they hadn't done this, or if this revelation wouldn't have been had, you would have felt like you were wrong if you did what you needed to do for you, if you did what was most logical. But now you know it's what you need to do for you and it's most logical. 6 of Swords energy is out here, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. What is at the bottom of the deck? King of Cups. Your biggest, like, most powerful tool in your tool belt is to not be irrational or erratic or irate. The letter I and IR specifically showing up. It would so behoove you to just be able to. It is what it is. Okay. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let me know how that resonated for you. The letter IR. It was another letter that came up too. I think it was Listen Linda. The letter L. Listen Linda. Listen Linda. I wonder how that little baby doing. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps save the best for last face ass. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Save the best for last face ass. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What is the most important message? Knight of Swords. At the bottom of that deck. What is the most important message for my Leo, Aries, Sagittarius until we meet again? Knight of Swords is about watch your fucking mouth. You got life and death in the power of the tongue. Choose life. The Knight of Swords card says destroys and burns all enemies when requested. Speaks of the creation of the world and tales of the past and future. It's be careful of burning bridges, or just know that there are words that can be spoken that can burn bridges, and there are words that can be spoken that can open doors. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, the Death card energies out here. And the card says the end of the universe. The card says endings and rebirth, influences, health, and longevity. So the Death card is out here. Major transformations happening. Six of Wands energy is out here with the Knight of Swords. Is like getting canceled on some internet shit, right? Six of Wands energy is in reverse. God who took evil, longevity, protects against infirmities. So watch your mouth. Like sometimes you could just not say anything, especially if you're in a place where you feel like you don't know what to say, or something that you could say or would say may be misconstrued, right? It depends on, I guess, your brand. Because if you've got like a brand like Charleston White, then maybe you can say whatever the fuck you want to say and nobody really will hold you accountable or try to cancel you or anything like that. But if you have like a brand that's different, then maybe you could lose footing, or people could lose respect for you based on something that you could inject. Sometimes the best thing to do is shut the fuck up. King of Swords energy is out here. Reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. Look, King of Swords, Six of Wands energies in reverse. Right. The thing about the King of Swords is he's external knowledge. He gonna talk, right? Queen of Swords, she be knowing shit. She ain't gonna say too much, right? This is like, that could really transform something in your life. And at that time, your most powerful path forward could be to be silent. The World card came out as I was making that statement. Death card with the World card. At the end of the day, what God has for you, it is for you. Empress energy is out here, and maybe something needs to be said, right, to release you from something. Ten of Cups energy is out here with the Moon card, right? Like release you from a mask, release you from a mask is what it is. Moon card, Ten of Cups, like pretending like you like some shit that you don't really like, and every weekend you gotta go to this place that you don't really like because you done pretended like you liked it too well, and now they think you really liked it. They done made you the president of the club. Now you really gotta show up every week and then do stuff, right? It's this type of energy where you're gonna kind of make an announcements, right? And you just need to be aware how what you say, like there's no turning back. That's what this is. More than whether it's good or bad. When you say what you say, and when you express what you accept, and you may be planning on saying something because you want to set yourself free. It ain't no coming back from there. Five of Pentacles energy, as I'm saying that, bro. You're gonna be like gone. Knight of Wands energy is out with the Knight of Swords. So if you decide to be careful of being compulsive and impulsive in your expression. That's what I would say. Based on the energy that I'm seeing. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, be careful of being compulsive and impulsive in your expressions. Because it's some things that you can't take back. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Speak life and recognize and realize the ability that you have to do so. And maybe if you have spoken a curse, or said something, rebuke those words. Speak life into the places where you may have spoken darkness before. That feels like it would be your most powerful path forward, especially if you're a mother and you may be speaking over children or speaking over your relationship. You have to be careful with the things that we say in intense moments, and when heightened emotions are in play. And then even if you say something that you don't mean, be person enough to correct that. Right? Replace, even if I think a negative thought or I say something negative, I might be like, I don't really mean that, God. Let me replace it like, thank you, God. Thank you, correct, right? It's that type of energy. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let's get a collective message. Oh, just right at an hour. So close. When we dominate these time constraints, let's get a message for the collective. Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up on these daily check-ins. I appreciate the time, the energy, the love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Know that it is my pleasure. This card says that's this too shall pass. It's like if you don't let it go though, this too shall pass in reverse. It's like if you don't let it go, a situation could pass by and you still it's like somebody's still living in some trauma that they've experienced, likely in regards to health. Right? It looks like this person is at a doctor's office or something like that, right? So like your spirit team is saying that you can heal and you can find peace. There are some things that you can't undo, but you can move on from and still find peace. Does that make sense? But it feels like you're stuck in a place. You're stuck in a place in time. Can I say that? And your spirit team is calling you out of that. Your most powerful tool and ally in regards to you coming out of this past experience, this traumatic, this trauma, is nature, is going out in nature and grounding and sitting in the grass, bonding with a tree and creating memories. That's what this feels like. You are good enough as you are right now. There's also this energy of like you holding on to things, likely from a similar time when this trauma happened, and like maybe you waiting for the perfect time to wear an outfit, or you waiting for the perfect time to open a bottle of wine, or you waiting for the perfect time to make an announcement. And now is the perfect time. It's good enough right now. That's what this feels like. You are not your emotions. So I feel like something happened that traumatized you, and sometimes even though you're in the present, even though you're here with us today, you can still be reliving events from the past, and those events from the past can become impediments in like the path that you want to create moving forward, right? What you would be doing in the present to create a different future, and your spirit team is wanting you to become aware of it. No, right? The most powerful tool in your tool belt. Look at the lady, she got a tool belt. The most powerful tool in your tool belt is the ability for you to say, I'm not going to be able to do it. Not today. No. Hell no. Oh. Hell no. Oh. Fuck no. Oh. Shit no. Oh. Whatever your favorite no is, you gotta learn how to say that shit, right? A lot of what you do is like, I kind of like fear based is how it feels to me energetically because it's under the guise of, well, what if this happens again? Like a lot of the things that you agree to is under the guise of, well, what if that thing happens again? Well, then you know what I mean? Sorry, not sorry. And so then you're finding yourselves in situations where there are a lot of emotional manipulators because they're aware of your kind of tendency to make say this. You're gonna say yes because they don't know you're afraid of that happening again, but they know you're gonna say yes. Maybe they don't know why. That's what this feels like, but you don't even realize that you're constantly saying yes. And this is like your ability to kind of understand why you keep doing that and then understand the reason why. It's because of some type of trauma. Sometimes when we get traumatized, it's difficult for us. What is it called? Arrested development. Sometimes when we get traumatized, it's difficult for us to grow, right? Like we might physically grow in our body. Maybe our social groups will change, and maybe even you can get a career and be successful. But like mentally and emotionally, you stay at the age where that trauma happened to you. It's not a big deal, right? And so you could really have this like almost like airheadish approach to life where people think you aren't taking anything seriously, or people feel like you're emotionally disconnected from stuff, but it's because like you're literally in an emotional state where you are stuck where that trauma happened to you. Really getting grounded in reality and kind of feeling the feelings that you kind of are stuck processing and thinking the thoughts that you might feel guilty or shameful about is how you're going to release yourself from this past trauma. You failed. So what, right? Like, get up and try again, right? And that's what it's going to be. Like, literally, you sitting there and going, damn, I fucked up. I shouldn't have did that. And then in the future, really knowing that I'm not gonna do that no more. That's what this feels like. Sometimes you need help, and this is bullshit. Look, look at this man looking like he's stuck inside the egg, and then his card come out and say, "Sometimes you need help." I like this energy. I feel like you are, especially until we meet again, getting more grounded in like who you are, and good, bad, and ugly. And not only getting grounded in that, but learning how to appreciate that. And that's going to give you kind of like a self awareness so that you can grow and mature, not necessarily physically, but emotionally and mentally. It's a beautiful thing to observe. It's like watching a flower bloom. You got this. You for sure got this. And you know what else, Kaylee? You Kia B. I can't see. You know what else, Kia B? You doing a fucking good job. Doing nothing is fine too. You know what I mean? Like you've come so far and you aren't doing that shit you used to do the way you used to do it. Not only do you got this, you doing a fucking good job. I am so grateful for you. I appreciate your time, your energy, your love and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. If you're interested in getting a private and personal session, you can check out my website, www.tarotondex.com. You can also check out the link tree. The link tree is /tarot on decks. And until we meet again, be powerful on purpose, wholeness,